Well, hi, Jennifer Newell here. I know I've been missing for a bit, but I'm back at these videos. I opened up 2020 with a big announcement that I was starting Betty's, a women's health company specifically for younger women. However, I, like most of us, had no clue that a mere 3 months later, we would be experiencing a pandemic and it would wreak havoc in our country. Small businesses and startups were greatly affected. And even though we were in extremely early stages, Betty's was forever changed by it. Now, I know I've left you all hanging. I haven't posted updates for months. To be honest, when COVID hit, the amount of content was overwhelming. And what little I did post was met with fierce competition for people's interest. And between COVID, protesting racial injustice, and the presidential election, and so much more that happened in 2020, I found myself just needing to take a personal break from online activity. I'm sure you can understand. But I didn't stop my dream of building Betty's. We have made huge strides in laying the groundwork. And while we're not open yet, I can look back on 2020 and see the amount of progress that we've made, and I'm extremely proud of it. Today, to kick off January 2021, I want to give you all an update. First, I need to talk about the strategic changes we made in light of COVID. Pre-COVID, we were planning to have a boutique-like brick and mortar space. It would have had a large retail area in the front and our clinical offices in the back. This requires a lot of capital, and we were making progress with a few investors. But once COVID hit, obviously the restrictions made an impact on retail businesses, and our investors were hit pretty hard. The good news is, ultimately, I think we came up with an even better model that's going to work great now, help us get started sooner, and post-COVID, it's still going to have a major impact. We are now going to have a hybrid model where we offer care in two settings. The first is virtually through a custom digital platform, and the second is in person in a stylish mobile facility. Both of these settings allow us to meet young women where they are. That's on their phones, on their computers, on their college campuses, at work, and in their neighborhoods. We had always planned to do virtual care, but we were going to offer it to our existing customers as a convenience. Now it's going to be our primary method, and especially for our counseling services. We had also always wanted to do a mobile facility that we could take into different neighborhoods. We had never thought it would be in lieu of a brick and mortar space, nor first. Now that we are taking this approach to begin with, it comes with a number of benefits. The first is it reduces the overall capital that we need to get started. Second, it reduces the amount of financial risk because we have assets in the form of the towing vehicle and the trailer itself. And lastly, it allows us to expand our geographic reach so we can serve more young women. As we've been telling people about this new model, I often get asked, why aren't we only doing virtual care? Well, virtual care only goes so far, particularly in gynecology. We would have to refer our patients out to in-person providers for pelvic exams, pap smears, biopsies, and other physical exams. This means we'd be referring our patients back into the system that isn't serving younger women well, which is the whole reason we're starting Betty's to begin with. Okay, now that I've painted the vision, let me tell you how close we are to getting started. We are working aggressively toward two things. The first is to be able to roll out a beta version of our virtual care this spring. This will allow us to test our model and get any kinks out of the system before we roll out our full scope of services, including our in-person services. The second thing we're working to do is to gain traction among our customers. Most of our work to date has been to build the foundation to accomplish these things. So here's what we have to date. We have an active medical board of 4 physicians and an accomplished medical director who are working together to build Betty's unique care model. We have a board of directors with physician practice management experts who serve as my mentors and advisors. We have a development partner whose team is working to build our proprietary technology to help us stay connected with our patients and provide virtual care. We have 2 entities formed. The first is an LLC through which we conduct most of our business. The second is a nonprofit health organization certified by the Texas Medical Board. This is the entity that is governed by our medical board of 4 physicians, because in the state of Texas, I, as a non-clinician, cannot own a medical practice. We just kicked off our EHR implementation. We have partnered with Athena Health to provide our EHR and our physician practice management platform. And there's also a co-partnership between Athena Health and Virtual Officeware, who is providing our back office billing functions. We have started a partnership with San Antonio College. We offered bi-weekly education sessions through the summer and fall of 2020. And we conducted a total of 8 sessions. And we had over 250 questions come through those students. It was a Q&A style that I moderated with one of my medical board directors, and the conversation was fantastic. The engagement was fantastic, and we are so excited to continue that partnership in the spring semester. And last but not least, we've been working extremely hard on our website. Our website is a core function of the Betty's business plan, and we are offering lifestyle content for young women so that they know how to manage their health. All of our content is being completed in partnership with our medical director and our medical board so that we can provide the most accurate and helpful information that we possibly can to our customers. With that, I have a huge favor to ask. Please go to bettysco.com. You will see a holding page where you can type in your email, and we will notify you updates as to when our website is going to go live. We've also just set up all of our social media accounts, so you can go to Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, find us, follow us. In most cases, we're just Betty's Co, maybe Betty's _Co. I'll put links in the video. You can also go to our website and you can see links to our social media accounts. So please go follow us and you'll get notifications. You'll start to see some of the content rolling out. And it would really help us as we're getting started so that we can continue to build traction and build interest among our customers. Okay, now that you know the progress we've made, I want to talk about the progress we've made on the financial side. So far, everything that I've mentioned to you, we have bootstrapped. This means that Justin, my husband, and I have personally paid for a great number of things to get us to where we are. This includes our legal fees, branding and creative fees, down payments on tech purchases, and so much more. Lots of little things that really add up to a pretty big number. The other way we've bootstrapped is by finding partners who are willing to go at risk for the promise of future equity or for the promise of payment for their services rendered now. I have to say, I'm so grateful to these individuals because their participation shows just how much they believe in the Betty's vision and their commitment to helping us succeed in accomplishing that vision. So thank you to all of our partners. I'm also so excited to share that we recently won a pitch competition by Geekdom, a startup incubator here in San Antonio. We are so grateful to the Geekdom community for believing in Betty's and what we're trying to accomplish. The prize for that pitch competition was a $25,000 investment, and that is the first capital that we have raised. Going forward, though, we need more money. We are in an active pre-seed round, and we are raising $550,000. These funds will give us the means to hire additional clinical staff and ancillary staff and build our mobile facility. Well, that's the update on Betty's. 2020 may not have panned out quite like I thought it would, but hey, that's startup life. I somewhat knew that when I started this adventure. I genuinely want to take you all on this adventure with me and share the updates with you and keep you informed on what entrepreneurial life really looks like. Forgive me for not posting more in 2020, but I'm going to make a commitment to you right now. I commit to having at least 2 videos each month for 2021. I hope you all have a blessed 2021 filled with joy and hope and love. Stay tuned for more updates. Until next time. Okay, for those of you who are hanging around, I get so nervous doing these videos. Look at how flushed I am. All of this splotchy anxiety. I'm thankful for makeup and high-collared shirts.